Hey guys, it's Liz Nicky here, back for another recap on Big Brother 14's Eviction Night. We come back from the Power of Veto ceremony, and Shane didn't use it. Frank's like, no appreciate, dude, no appreciate. Kara's kind of like, the game is over. So, right now, house is quiet. First thing to be noted is Willie is trying to get some votes for Frank, because him and Frank want to work a deal. And Frank said, if you get votes with me, that'll speak. And I will know that me and you are down to work together in the future. Now, next is Brittany. Brittany has been looking at that memory wall. Brittany has been thinking day in and day out about this game. And just like many of us, she just noticed a little detail at the memory wall. There are little keyholes next to the vet's pictures. So she is now convinced that one of them, if not all of them, will be entering the game at some point. Now, little Brittany, who, of course, let's be honest, is not the best player in the history of this game. Besides, she's gonna go run and tell her main man, Willie. So she's like, think about it. There's only 11 players. At the end of this week, there's going to be 10. Next week, they're going to start jury. After week 2, that's usually week 5, week 6. So there's at least 2 weeks missing there. What? She brings a very, very valid point. So Willie's getting worried, because this could mean the mentors are not playing just for the team. They're playing to put themselves in a good position when they enter the game. Obviously, if they have a slight chance of entering, they're gonna wanna be in good positions. Anyway, so Willie's getting worried. And Janelle goes and runs and tells Stan everything after Brittany talks to her, because Janelle's in the room with her and Willie. And Dan is kind of like, and she's like, they're going after Kara, I can't get them to do anything, I can't get them to slip. And Brittany's fucking pissed, because she's worried she's gonna get backstabbed by Janelle. Because Janelle's gonna think grass is greener with Dan, who's pretty much already down to one player, because everyone's like, Kara, goodbye. So at this point, Willie's getting really paranoid. He calls a house meeting, which is not really the whole house, because he's like, Janelle, Brittany, Dan, Boogie, no. So Janelle tries to go inside with them, and they're like, just the players. Fuck you, Janelle. Janelle goes back outside to sit with Dan and Brittany, and they're wondering where Boogie is. He's inside sleeping, and they don't know that, but they will later. And so up in the HOH room, the remaining 10 players are all discussing the possibility of the mentors re-entering the game. And Frank is really the only one who doesn't think so, and is kind of opposed to going against them. But everyone else is kind of like, we do need to play our own game, but remember, we are still part of the coach's team, so staying on the good side might be beneficial. So right now, it's kind of like 50-50 who's divided against the coaches and who isn't. So the coaches need to start thinking really hardly on what to play. So Willie has a conversation with the house, and Will's kind of like, I'm done with the game. 24-hour break, please. So he leaves, and everyone starts fading out. And then Willie is talking with Frank and Brittany in the HH room, and this begins a huge drama fuckfest in week 1. Called Willie starts to make fun of Will for being gay, pretty much. And Joe doesn't appreciate it, because he now wants Frank to go. And so Joe is downstairs talking to, I believe it's Ashley, and Frank, and he tells Frank. No, Frank tells Joe, and Joe goes and tells Will, and then Will's pissed, and Will's like, no, Frank tells Will. Oh my god, I'm so confused. These people are so weird. And then Will's kind of like, bitch, I will get you one day. And I'm totally for that because it's ridiculous. And you get him, Will, because really, he's a dumbass. Really fucking dumb. And then Willie decides to start more shit with Frank. And he's pretty much threatening him. And they go outside and have this really, really big bitch fit. Where Willie's like, don't listen to your coaches, get rid of Frank, get rid of Carr, do whatever is best for your own game. And Frank says the same thing, and pretty much fighting back and forth about pretty much who's in charge of the house. And they all feel like he's a bully and plays the game very similar to Russell. Most of them don't know he's Russell's sibling yet, but some ones who do, they're a little tiffed. So, Julie Chen goes and asks some questions. What does more to describe the game right now? Everyone agrees it's pretty fucked up. The mentors are all like, this is like week 4 or 5 drama, not week 1. It's pretty intense. Everyone wants to kill each other already. And I think it's just because there are new players and the fact that they aren't competing makes it really hard because they're trying to play the game right away. Makes it really hard. So Frank and Carr both give their speeches and both are pretty much like, save me. And then Kara has Jojo, Shane, and Danielle vote to keep her. And then Frank has Ian, Jen, Ashley, Will, and Joe voting to keep him. So Frank stays on a vote of 5-3, and then Kara comes out. They leave her some nice goodbye messages. Everyone kind of is going to miss her body. And that was a really dumb move. Why would you ever keep Frank? He's a challenge dominator. He's not going to be loyal. He's admitted he's a Big Brother fan. Just really dumb move. Kara was just a sitting duck. Her and Danielle could have been picked off any week. Just really dumb. I wouldn't do that. But, not in the house. So now it's time for the HOH competition. They got to see footage of this robber who did stuff in the house, and they had to remember everything. This was done the night before, variously throughout the night, waking them up. And then they would answer questions whether he actually did it, being guilty, or didn't do that, saying not guilty. And it came down to Will and Frank. And then Willie's worst nightmare came true, which either would be his worst nightmare, but Frank won HOH, which I was kind of tiffed about, because Boogie in power is pretty much what it is, because Frank is Boogie's bitch. And I don't want Boogie to be in that game. And then Julie says, coaches, you will have a chance to exchange one of your players if you win this coaches competition with another player. And everyone, very much emphasis on the word everyone, is up for grabs other than the HOH. Could this mean you can replace a mentor and a player? I don't think so, but it's possible. I really don't think it is. So, just a quick thing. Right now I think best positions probably Jen, Ashley, and Will to make very deep in this game. Two of them are definitely playing a good game. Worst positions are Willie, Frank, and Shane. They're just 3 big challenge dominators. Willie and Shane are screwed this week. One of them's going home, more than likely, and Frank is going to follow them in the next couple of weeks. He's not going to be able to win every competition to stay. So Willie was probably in a very, very good position until he started this drama. So I want you to tell me, who do you think are the top 2 or 3 most likely to get to the end, and the top 3 worst positions right now? Leave it in the comments below, and like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. Till next time,